okay now?
I think it's better, sir. Better.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I will be more voice. So coming back to Hyderabad Angels, generally we see 100 applications a month. Average 3 applications would be coming onto our platform. And what I generally see is most of the applications lack this particular point. Our Hyderabad Angels or any other network, which is a VC network and other things, they look at the 5 specific things. What is the current problem statement and what is the solution you are trying to offer? So people are very concerned about defining your problem statement very clearly. We see a lot of startups miss on this point. Why they are not able to define problem statement? You can ask, sir, give me one example. Why it is not a problem statement? Why is it is a problem statement? We see in somebody coming to me saying that, sir, there is a now mobile charging stations is a problem and we are trying to address with the mode. Then we said, okay, you define mobile charging, not mobile, I think electrical vehicle charging stations is a problem. I said, why it is a problem? Because India is not matured in terms of electrical vehicles. We are not spoken about what is the market research has been happened, what is the potential growth it has, and does anywhere in the newspaper they have written it is a problem statement at all. A lot of people are not able to address that properly. They only said as generic statement, sir, for electrical vehicles, charging stations is a problem in India. We never seen this is a problem statement at all. This is an upcoming segment in the business where there is a potential and how it will going to grow. Then, sir, how do you address this problem statement? We asked, we got one particular company where that person went to lot of automotive manufacturing units like Mahindra, Tata Motors, Ashok Leyland. They asked, why you are not producing more electrical vehicles in India? So they're given a reason that the battery requirement has not gone up, the machine requirement need to be changed, or the structure of the unit need to be changed. But for them, a charging station has never been a problem for them. Then he asked whether if I set up a charging station across India, would you like to use it? Some of them said, except Tata Motors, which came with EV, you are all aware, Nexon has come in electrical vehicle and other thing. They said, they are only setting up the charging stations. They said, can you take up these charging stations and set up on my behalf? Then we got a contract from Tata Motors for this startup saying that they given an official contract to this guy to set up a charging station. Now he came with the concept saying that now charging station will be set up in home or set up in an apartment or set up in a petrol station. That's when he is addressing, they address the kind of charges which electricity ports are charging, it has gone up. To reduce that electrical charges, he came with a problem statement called using this thing, what solar, he wanted to generate electricity. So you will generate electricity through solar. How much of that will be saved in the battery or whatever the charging unit and how you are going to save? That he came with a technology. This is how we wanted to drive, we wanted to build, and we wanted to grow. That's the detailing we would like to see. Somebody is coming with a problem statement. We have seen most of the guys coming with a generic statement of the problem, not specific state of the problem. I hope you guys understood. I hope I given to some extent the answers, but we go much more detail when somebody is coming with the problem statement. Exactly what is the pain point, what pain point you guys are trying to address. Now solution, after the problem statement, it is a solution. What is the solution you guys are going to come? So they come back with the solutions, how they're going to address. So in solutions are two ways, guys, please be clear. One is business process management. Second is efficiency. Please be aware, these two terms, business process management and efficiency. Efficiency is, for example, today for electrical vehicles, battery gives a range of 200 kilometers or 250 kilometers for each charge. Sir, I got a technology where I can give 500 kilometers of leverage when you charge this particular charging station. Instead of charging for 3 years, you can charge for 2 hours. I call it as an efficiency. Coming back to business process management. Business process management is how the charging stations are placed across India. For example, today you have 5 charging stations in Anantapur. Tomorrow you have 5 lakh charging stations across India. Whether your business is ready to manage at least 50,000 charging stations located from Kashmir to Kanyakumari. You cannot come back and say, I need a manpower, sir. I need technology, sir. In that location, I need to set up an office, sir. That we don't want you to do post facto. We want you to visualize. What I'm saying is we want to visualize if tomorrow there are 50,000 charging stations located in a 1,000-kilometer range at various points, which is the points you need to locate, also you need to identify, and your business process is well planned. Lot of guys are not coming with well planned business process. If you come with well planned business process, you know exactly what is the resources you need in terms of money, in terms of manpower, in terms of equipment. A lot of people are just putting in Excel, coming back, sir, if you put 10,000, I will grow. We asked many of our technology startups also, sir, if you are doing a Google digital marketing using Google Words or a Facebook, showcase me if you spend 1,000 rupees on Facebook, how many customers you are able to attract. If you spend 1,000 rupees on Google, how many customers you attracted. We want even detailing like, sir, when I spent 1,000 rupees, I got 10 people have pinged me on my website. Out of 10, 2 have shown interest. Finally, one has purchased my product. So we know if you spend 1,000, you get 10 leads. Out of 10 leads, 2 leads have shown interest. Out of 2, 1 has been closed. And within what time frame? Whether you are able to close the deal within 30 days, 15 days, 10 days, 45 days, 60 days. This shows the business cycle. I hope I am clear. I am giving you little bit insights how we are seeing it. This is called business process management. A lot of people are not speaking about this business process management when they're coming with a deck to me. We are asking, can you let me know, have you experimented? Many of them are not clear in their process. Then the third thing is we are asking, you got first thing is problem statement. Second thing is business process management and efficiency. The third thing we are addressing is whether your business has multiple opportunities to grow in future. You can ask what is multiple opportunities. I am quoting this example everywhere because it is easy to address. Cave Coffee Day came with only a coffee selling unit. So people will drink coffee in the morning, people will drink coffee in the afternoon, they drink 6 times a day. But only drinking coffee, whether they will be able to go business, no. They can, because during summers, people don't like to have a hot drink, they wanted to have a cold drink. People don't want to have coffee, they want to have tea. People don't want to have coffee, they want to have hot chocolate. They started enhancing their offering within the same unit. They also came with breakfast today. They also came with snacks like samosa or a sandwich, which is available in their outlets. Most of them would have gone to Coffee Day or a Starbucks or whatever it may be, the local station. Why they keep so many things means the turnover will grow. For example, by selling 6 cups of coffee a day, each cup is costing, you will make 60. I'll ask you, can you make from 60 to 300 rupees? You should be able to make that 300 rupees. But when is that need to happen? Not when you started the business. I've seen a lot of people will come and say, sir, I will sell all these products under one roof, under one umbrella. In startup ecosystem, a lot of people dislike. Your problem statement is one thing. You are trying to address many other things where a lot of already players are there. You are trying to compete and wasting my resource. The initial thing what we address is take your problem statement, bring solution, sell it to customer, expand to certain level. Then, for example, I'll give you, we have one company called Health Sutra. Please go and see in Hyderabad. They sell millets. I was telling that founder, what is the capacity of Hyderabad in terms of selling millets? He said Hyderabad can sell 6 crores worth of millets every month. I'm just giving you an example, not exact words. And I said, how much of pie you would like to take? He said, sir, I wanted to take 10% pie. So 60 lakhs. So 60 lakhs, he went into the market and he tried to sell. He was able to reach only 40 lakhs. These are all examples, don't quote it. He has only went to 40 lakhs. Beyond 40 lakhs, what happened is uh, people have other alternatives. There is a pricing issue. There is a packaging issue. There are issues like Ratnadeep doesn't want him to enter, Spar doesn't want him to enter, Vijayta doesn't want him to enter. Big Bazaar said, I need larger credit period. And the general merchants are not willing to take the product because they said it is a high cost, we need more margins. Big Basket has certain issues. He started facing many problems in order to grow. The learning mechanism has took his own time. By the time resources are done, again people are going back to the situation. So that's why we said Hyderabad market, quickly you can do 30, you go to Bangalore, quickly you can do 20, you go to Bombay, quickly you can do 1 crore with the available resources. Don't look for organic growth using the channels. So over a period of time, if turnover would have been 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, the brand would have been built. Because the initial euphoria, what you see to a certain level, it will be there. Beyond that, going and eating into the pie of other guy is very difficult, because people taste conscious and other things will play a different role there. So that's what we said. Your business expansion, multiple offerings are very important. We asked many people, how do you address? This is not many of them were able to address. So I address 3 points: problem statement, solution, multiple offerings. Multiple offerings, when you wanted to introduce, when is the scale? What is your inflection point? Sir, if I do 2 crores of revenue, I will bring this. Or if I reach 1 lakh of customers, I will bring this. If I reach so many points, maybe I expand to 5 geographies, then I will bring this. People should be clear. We want whether your problem statement is able to address and expand your brand is very important. Example, guys, Geo. Geo launched as a phone in 2017. They were sustained for 2 years. They took a market share of 20%. Then they started increasing other offerings today. It is a GeoMart, any other thing, bringing their own apps and other things. So every business should have that criteria. The fourth foremost thing is technology. Can with the 5 people, can you manage entire Andhra Pradesh and Telangana? It is possible only through technology. Any product, anything, technology is key. And today in the world, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data analytics has become a key component, either for selling the product, either for managing the processes, either for taking care of your dashboards. For example, you are saying my key dashboard is number of customers per day. For somebody, the key dashboard is number of downloads per day if it is an app. For certain people, number of products he sells per day. So it all depends upon how it goes. Even a lot of people will watch how your technology is helping customer to quickly access. For example, you're going to Amazon. Can you place this easily? Instead of 10 steps, can you do it in 2 steps? That's where a lot of interest will come for the people. So technology is very key important, whichever segment you are speaking. And finally, we are asking whether you have a first mover advantage or not. If it is a first mover advantage, a lot of people would like to invest. If you are not having a first mover advantage, we are not likely to invest. And over and above this, we look into promoters. We don't want a single promoter. We want 2-3 people to be the promoters of the organization. Each one should specialize in their own area. Somebody can be marketing, somebody can be technology. That's only we are seeing leveraging. We don't want a single person driving the organizations. We don't want companies to be coming with huge capex. We wanted to reduce your capex component, go with the lesser resources, lesser capex and more resources. So these are the few things we look at the pitch deck when somebody is sending to Hyderabad Angels or any other regional network or a VC. So these are the key things you should address. You should let them know how things are going about. A lot of people are failing because they are not addressing these points very specifically. And there is also a challenge because people patience in today's world is not high. Not high, guys. They are not able to see more than 2-3 minutes. That's why we are saying Your PPT should have more pictures. It should not be more than 15 to 20 slides. We don't want people to come with 45 slides, 50 slides, lot of verbatism. People are disliking. Avoid verbatism wherever it is possible. Please be simple. Please be very effective communicator. Presentation is the key thing in this world. Understood? So I given a brief about startup. I'll come back to detailed project report for banks or potential projects where we wanted to raise the funds. What is detailed project report? So most of the banks wherever I met, this is the need of the hour. If you to go to a public sector bank or institutional investors like SIDBI, NABARD and other, I'm giving a lot of other people are there who are there in this segment. The detailed project report, what they're expecting is they want details of your organization, what is a partnership, proprietorship, and other things. They wanted to know what are all the activities you have taken in the past that would you like to take up in the future. All that information need to be given. They wanted to see who are the founders of this organization, what is their detailed experience, whether they have any civil issues, any default issues in the past, what kind of banking system you guys have done. And fourth thing is about the financial statements. They wanted to produce last 5 years or 3 years or 4 years, how the financials moved year on year, how has been your performance. Then after producing these 4 or 5 things, then come to the problem statement. Again, please be aware, the problem statement is very simple. Somebody wanted to set up a millet plant in Anantapur because I've seen a lot of millet plants and millet growing startups there. They wanted to set up a small millet plant. So when you are selling a millet plant in your project report, you should address a market research report in that. In Anantapur region, it has a capacity production of 1 lakh units of millets. Today, the local units are able to satisfy only 40,000 kilos. I'm just giving you an example, 40,000 kilos of millets. Another 60,000 kilos of millets are going out of Anantapur and they are getting processed somewhere else. What I thought is we will set up one more plant and I will take another 10,000 kg capacity of millet production in this area. And with this production, there is a demand. Again, you need to address about the demand. Saying that the demand is for 60,000 units from Anantapur, but only 40,000 has been addressed. Another 20,000 gap is there, but I would like to take 50% of that millets. All this will be possible only if you come with a proper research report. And you also need to address in research report, how is the next 5 years going to be? Next 5 years, this is the growth I am expecting from this plant. And you also need to address political issues, geographical issues, that is availability of the manpower. There are any changes in the government, if there is a change in political system there, they will change the entire system because guys, I have seen somebody who has started a spinning mill in Vijayawada. Previous government has given certain benefits. I think most of them know there are a location near Vijayawada where group of spinning mills are there. There is a capacity and a lot of exports used to happen. And I think cocoon is available nearby, Malabar leaves. And they're given certain benefits. Post the new government came in, all that benefits has been stopped. And the entire his project viability got shaken up because the benefits what they originally assessed over a period of 10 years got rogered down only for 3 years, and 3 years benefit receivables is still lying with government. He got into a different trouble. Because of which project viability take a toll, the banks which have sanctioned the limits started putting pressure on him because they are more worried how this guy will make the payment, and their worry also went up. This created some kind of confusion between founders, plant, and bankers. But luckily, what happened 3 months back, the silk prices in international market went up little bit high, and that has helped him to survive. But it is only temporary. It is only a lucky. But his entire project took for it. So that in the project report, we would like to address how you are looking into government changes. Are you able to address your supply issues? Do you have the required trained manpower resources? Do you have the infrastructure where you can transport the good from Anantapur to nearby demand locations? The project report should address all these points. This will run at least 25 to 30 pages, which you are speaking about that particular geography, that particular market viability, that particular infrastructure, government regulations, available supply units, how many acres of land is available for production, how much trained manpower is there, what are the government incentives, if government incentives doesn't come, how you are going to manage, all that should be addressed in the detailed project report. At the end of the project report, you will mention what is the plan of construction, what is the cost of your plant and machinery, land and other things, how much bank will fund, how much promoters are bringing, from where this money from promoters, are they bringing from internal accruals, are they bringing from external sources? They should very clearly give from where the funds are coming. And in execution, who are the suppliers of plant and machinery, whether you got the quotes, whether you got the architecture approval for your plant, whether you have all the required diagrams, whether you have local panchayat or government approvals, whether your plan has been approved, whether you have pollution certificate, whether you have other certificates which need. Today in Telangana, we have seen there is a TS IPAS. I think Andhra also have some IPAS, where some of the clearances they are giving upfront, some of the clearances they are asking us to take, and you should mention how much timeline it will take. And then finally, you mention why you are asking this funds at the bank and what is the IRR you kept for yourself. Either 8% or 10% or 12%, you should mention, and over a period of time, what is the IRR the project is giving. If you say over a period of time, if the project is giving 25% return over a period of 10 years, it is going to be more viable project. Calculation of IRR, we have a different maths. It depends upon case to case basis. Second thing is payback period. This is also very, very important. Please note down, one is IRR, one is payback period. The both should be mentioned properly. And most of the banks also insisted on sensitive analysis. What is sensitive analysis? For example, you said, sir, after starting the company, I do 100 rupees revenue. Next year I will do 200. Next year I will do 300. For example, if your sales have gone by 50%, how do your financials look like? If your sales have gone by 25%, how do your financials look like? For example, your sales grows by another 10%. What is the financials look like? You need to give that sensitive analysis. And also need to address the working capital requirement gaps to the banks. This is very, very important. Very, very important. So giving this, if you submit to the bank, they will read for 3 days and they will come back with their suggestion. What is that they would like to see? Finally, I forgot to mention collateral. Banks want collateral. A lot of people feel I purchased the land. On that land, I'm constructing factory, land and building. The land what I purchased is a collateral. They call it as primary collateral. They want secondary collateral to certain percentage. Some banks insist 20%, some bank insists 50% of the loan. You got, guys? This is the need. You also need to give the collateral details and the promoter net worth statements. I think you also need to mention the promoter net worth statements in the detailed project report. So when it comes to detailed project report, you mentioned about the existing company details. You mentioned about what is their performance, promoter background and their experience. Why you are taking up this project, you need to give a detailed market research report covering that the particular geography, specialities, and what kind of raw material you are getting, what is the demand for your product, what is the infrastructure for your project, what are the government benefits you guys are getting in that project, and finally coming back to your project report, what are all the aspects you are covering, both on land and building, plant and machinery, other expenditure, whether you got the required quotations. Then you will mention what is the contribution by the founders, what is the bank loan contribution. Then you will also calculate from where the sources are coming, how you are bringing that money. Then you will calculate the IRR of the project, payback period of the project, projections of the project, and sensitive analysis along with collateral requirements. This is the entire, generally the DPR will consist in some cases 50 pages, some cases it will go to 350 pages also, depending on what kind of industry you're addressing. A lot of people will also address export market. They also need to discuss if you are exporting to US, if you are exporting to Europe, if you are exporting to Africa, if you are exporting to APAC, you need to address that market and why there is a demand, why your product you wanted to sell. If there is a collaboration, even that collaboration agreement will be part of your detailed project report. A lot of people will try to have a local collaboration in Korea, China, Africa. We have seen collaborations are going around. Even in detailed project report, people are insisting to incorporate that collaboration report in the detailed project report. If there is a technology transfer, the technology transfer document also need to be placed in the detailed project report. Got it, guys? Lot many things will come in DPR. All this need to be addressed. Then only it is called as a detailed project report for many banks. A lot of people miss these missing points. They just come with an idea, sir, we wanted to set a plant, we wanted to go. When we ask for market research report, nobody will come. And technically, when you are asking about the local market research report, it costs anywhere between 3 lakhs to 5 lakhs, up in cases 10 lakhs. You need to buy. If you are very serious, they are very thorough professionals, they should buy. If somebody is thinking, why I invest 3 lakhs or 5 lakhs, their project report will not give good maths. Please understand. Please understand. That's why a large project of 100 crores or a 50 crores, banks like State Bank of India or Indian Bank or ICICI Bank, SDFC Bank, they suggest certain people who buy this research report, incorporate the local market scenario and publish in DPR and give it to them. For them, then it becomes a viable scenario. When they go and present to their committees, they like it. And Shiva, recently we did a project report for 125 crores fundraise. And we bought that report by paying 8 lakhs rupees. We incorporated, it took 3 months, but a bank has sanctioned because the person who is evaluating the bank and sanctioning, he needs that information. If that information is not there, and that research result should be very, very authenticated. Not every town, Ratnagar cannot publish a research report. If SK University has the team, they are publishing regularly, and it has been acknowledged by the external agencies that SKU is doing a great job, then that research report become an authentic report. Otherwise, a lot of people are hesitant to take the generic report and publish that. Based on that, they wanted to give the sanction. Then you will see a lot of ifs and buts in the sanction conditions. A lot of people are not liking it. They don't understand what is moratorium, how much time they need, what is the interest component, what is IRR. This is creating a hell lot of issues for many bankers and chartered accountants or the founders who are looking to raise the funds through bank. I'm stopping it here and opening for question and answers. Please ask anything, any question, even it is silly, don't hesitate. I will be able to address.
Yeah, I request participants to please ask any questions if you have.
Or you guys feel something is missing in my talk, you let me know. Yeah, go ahead.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
See, the creative people or the problem finding, and somebody may have the solution for a problem. He has some idea, some imaginative idea only, but he doesn't have any detailed project report details, all that. But can he share with you, because you guys are experts and you have the knowledge, and you can think in different angles for a problem, and you can easily understand the problem and solution. So can you guys allow those kind of people to share the ideas with you, and you guys are ready to cooperate with him? So
No issue, no issue. You can share the ideas. I will let you know how the market is looking like, whether that idea will work, what is the effort you need to take, what is the capital you need to look for raising, all that we can give. There is no problem, Prasad Garu. We can do that activity.
Jagannath Raj Garu,
Sir, good morning, sir.
please.
Good morning, good morning.
Sir, it's very nice that you have covered a maximum number of points, sir, in a very detailed fashion. But actually, what I have thought that these are the main detailed points in a very, like, in an elaborated fashion are very much required for a plant to take over. In fact, even like, even more than this. But in reality, is it possible for startups to incorporate all these details while preparing?
No, DPR is for bank. Leave DPR because you got it. I've spoken about the 5-point agenda: problem statement, solution, whether it has potential to give other opportunities. What is the technology piece you are trying to drive? Do you have the first mover advantage?
Yes, sir.
Then you will address about team, you will address about your capital structure, you will ask about what is the money you are trying to raise. That's a different story, sir. Startups is a different story.
Okay.
Going to bank and raising the funds, DPR is needed only for the banks
For the bank,
or potential PE fundraising which you wanted to do in future.
Okay. It means in a similar fashion, same DPR is to be submitted for the, if you want to meet venture capitalists or even angel investors, similar type of DPR is to be presented, sir?
No, DPR is not needed. We need a PowerPoint presentation. Just a 15 slides are needed.
Okay. So thank you, sir.
That will be sufficient for us.
Okay.
But one thing, మీరు అందరూ గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి, because a lot of people understand Telugu here. See, అన్నదమ్ములు ఇద్దరు కొట్టుకోవడం చూసాం మనం. Same movie he taken Bahubali and made 1,700 crores. It's all presentation and hype what he creates in the market.
Yes, sir.
I see many startups have similar ideas, but only few of them are getting huge funds. In that, only one is getting more funded. Like Baiju today got a $10 billion valuation. They're doing external. SK University is there for a longer time. Why not SK University, $1 billion university? Why only Baiju? I can ask the same question. No, it's a traditional thing. It's a technology thing which we are trying to bring on the table.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, that was a good example, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your presence and your valuable time. And we hope all the participants has good insights in what are the basic elements of business plan. Sir.
Anybody has any doubts, you can give my email ID or a phone number. They can reach out to me, because some of people, they don't want to speak in the open public. They want anything.
Correct.
They can call me. I can clarify whatever is needed for them.
Correct,
We are
sir.
very
Correct.
open.
Correct. So thank you, sir, for that opportunity. And if you have any presentation on detailed project reports also, if you share, I will share with the participants. That is also fine, so that they can go in their free time. What are the specific elements of project reports and everything?
Fine.
Yes, sir. So
Sir,
thank you
is it
very much,
possible
sir.
sir, is it possible to have one sort of any old DPR, sir, to share?
Yes, I'll try to share with you.
Okay. So Sari is asking about the template, I think.
Yeah, template maybe in a full version, sir, maybe any old, maybe 5 years or 10 years old, no problem, so that to get all complete items.
We'll try to get that, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Definitely.
Yes, sir.
Definitely.
So thank you, sir. Thank you very much for your time. And
Thank you.
thank you, participants. We will get back to you after the lunch. Okay, so it is 1:10 now. So we will catch you by